It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and this one will feature Kendall Fuller. He's now up to a 60-tackle season following his last performance. It's the Commanders and the Niners, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Green as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup. For this crew, Charles, they've talked to us about wanting to improve their pass offense, which has really struggled this season. But trying to improve it this week is going to be a little difficult because they're going up against one of the best secondaries in the entire league.
So what you're hoping for is extreme overconfidence in that secondary where they gamble a little bit, trying to make a big play themselves. Maybe you can get them on a little play action or a double move or something like that and still find ways to throw the football downfield.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the seventh-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Now Wentz on third down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. From midfield, here's Wentz. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a third and long now after that sack. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Ray Serna did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Niners at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
First carry for Elijah Mitchell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating second and long.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. And Thomas has it. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there. Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case. Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start. That's true. But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And up late. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
From the 27, Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Wentz. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. There's Garoppolo to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. A little juke. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
McCaffrey is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Wentz. Incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Wentz now to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Robinson. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Carson Wentz. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid, ball, give his body up, and get it, inspire his entire team.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo now. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel.
Touchdown 49ers! Deebo Samuel, his 11th touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of the play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Wentz finding McLaurin there for the Commanders first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing it, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. It's going to end the 1st and 1.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Touchdown! Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass in his first half.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gold to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. A final shot before half for Wentz.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. Dolphins, as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. Then on Sunday night, wrap up your Christmas day with a great one in the NFC. The Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern Time. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank